The break. That's this concept that gets people screaming, run into the hills. Your voice cracking, your voice breaking, it flipping between qualities right at that peak moment of the song. It's an area of your voice that's really scary, but it doesn't have to be there. In fact, I'm going to throw away this term break because I can't stand it, and we're going to instead replace it with transition. That means your voice is shifting between different registers, but it can do so smoothly. So today I'm going to talk about how to remap, how to re-understand what's going on in your voice. And then in the next video, I'll take you through actual exercises step by step. You and I together will help you smooth it out. What's really going on is you have a complex array in your larynx of muscles and 9 cartilages that move and pivot, and ligaments and nerves and blood flow and all sorts of cool stuff in there. It is so complicated that if you think of your voice as being a simple system that has settings or clicks, you're going to force your voice to move in unnatural ways. So instead, what we're trying to do is embrace the idea that your voice is movement. Just like I'm lifting my arm, I'm moving my arm in order to get from here to there. There's a complex motion of pulleys and different muscles moving complementary ways together. All I'm thinking is move my arm. I mean, it's not as if you've got a turkey bone in your neck that goes snap just because you're singing in a certain way. It's just like driving a manual car. If I push that car all the way up and then I change gears, and I push and I push and I push too hard, I can actually burn the transmission. You gotta stop pushing your voice to the point of no return. You'll wear yourself out. You might develop nodules or something awful like that. Going up or ascending in pitch, depending on what you're singing, consider changing the quality of the sound a little bit sooner. Classic example is, I'm a girl, so I'm going to do a belt up high, can't go, can't go, can't go, and I'm going to flip into head voice. It's not my head, but that's the term. That could be called a break. So that was between D and E. So figure out, if you're pushing your voice really, really hard, where does it normally hit you that you can't keep going? The truth is, I don't have to sing it that way. I can lighten a little bit as I go up, which doesn't change my tone significantly. So I can still sing that song that has that really strong sound, but then I don't hit that ceiling like a crash. Did you hear me change tones? I thought that was pretty obvious. I'll do it one more time. Now I can feel it moving. I don't know if you heard it that time. It was somewhere around in here. And I'm not paying attention to it like, oh my God, here comes the B. I better, put my seatbelt on tighter. Stop thinking about it that way, because your voice is not that limited. In fact, it's incredibly flexible. Change how you're thinking about the fact that your voice moves. It always moves, whether you yawn, or you're talking down and fry, which, by the way, is bad for your voice, or I go, oh, hello! Did you hear how many tones I just went through? Every time you move your mouth or your jaw or your tongue, that's all impacting your voice. So forget about trying to micromanage that stuff. Here's an exercise that you can practice now. This is just chromatics. We'll start on a C. Guys and girls, we can do this together. What you don't want to do is avoid the area of transition, and we're really good at doing that. Oh, I'll just sing around that note, don't worry. No, you need to embrace it so that you can work on it and smooth it out. In the next video, I'm going to take you through exercises, really specific ones. We'll take the time to go through it together to smooth out your transitions. I'm Jeannie Gagné. I'll see you next time.
Lay-o-lay-o, do-do-do-do-do.